Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to Mornings with Moms. I'm super excited this morning to share Jacquis' story and to have her share her own story because it's really powerful. It's a story of many different layers of health and healing and hope from dealing with torticollis and a baby that couldn't lift her head up to significant sensory challenges down the road all the way to a diagnosis of autism and how to manage that, as a mom, as a parent, and then also how to know whether or not you're really doing everything you can to help your kids, which I think is it's the most frustrating thing, but also the most empowering and impactful thing when I think you find the right tribe and the right people and the right support. So Jacqui, tell us, take us back 2 years ago when you were first came to one of our workshops and were exposed to kind of the whole different way of thinking.
So 2 years ago, I was sitting in a doctor's office with my husband, and we were there with the therapists, and they were letting us know that Brooklyn definitely has autism spectrum disorder. And they kind of sat us down and let us know what our road looks like coming forward, and kind of were just telling us that basically they left us feeling quite hopeless and told us all the things that she will probably never do and all of the things that I should probably not look forward to, and kind of like a really hard journey that we had ahead of us. And so I had seen Experience Wellness for her torticollis when she was a baby, and I stumbled across the Perfect Storm workshop, and I signed up the next day. And I came and saw Dr. Jeremy and his Perfect Storm presentation, and like everything just clicked, and I felt hopeful after feeling just completely drained. After sitting down and hearing like, your daughter might never walk, she might never talk, she probably will never have a job, she'll probably never go to college. All these things that you really look forward to as a parent, they took away from me. And I went to this workshop, and Dr. Jeremy just had all of these encouraging words and was like, there is hope and there is help, and we are here to do just that. And we signed up for care the next day, and we will never stop.
And this is one of the most rewarding families that we've ever had an opportunity to work with. Brooklyn was probably the most challenging child that we've ever seen to start with. I mean, if you're out there going, my kiddo has significant sensory challenges, there's no way they'll ever lay on a table, there's no way they'll ever get scans done, there's no way they'll ever do an assessment. Brooklyn was the kiddo that was so over sensory, right? She had so many sensory
everything was
challenges.
locked up.
She was so locked in that we didn't even get to put a hand on her for a month, right? So
right.
Her initial start in our office was just come to the office and hang out.
Yeah.
A couple times a week, and just kind of walk through and introduce ourselves and say hi until we can build a rapport that we can literally just get your hands on her shoulders and get moved into the process. And now Brooklyn's story is one of our featured testimonials that we have in our workshop, because one day we just opened up Facebook and Jacqui writes this amazing thing on there that it's incredible to finally hear your child say I love you, and it's just like, oh, tears come down like as we
tears all around.
We were in the office that day reading it. And so Jacqui, what changed with you as a parent as you went through this process of healing and this process of change with Brooklyn? And by the way, I will say this up front too, we didn't cure Brooklyn's autism. We didn't cure her sensory. We didn't reverse anything. We've simply allowed her body to adapt better. To be able to be open and receptive to what's coming in, so that her brain can make sense of it and coordinate a proper response. She is still in. She still has a lot of therapies and a lot of assistance that she has, but she is in every sense of where she was and the trajectory she was given. She's absolutely thriving, and we couldn't be happier, for her. So don't. I don't want you to mince words and say, oh, we're reversing or we're healing things.
No.
We're simply helping and supporting these kids live, to their potential, and that can be so different than the story that we're told when the parents are told to begin with.
Right. When we started, we couldn't go to stores. There was full meltdowns, and she wasn't talking. She couldn't give us any direction as to what she wanted or why she was upset or any of that stuff. So mostly just coming here has unwound her, and she is just so much more comfortable going out and doing things. Doesn't have to be such a structured routine, and she is chatting it up now, which is so wonderful. You hear her just just saying things, just hearing mom for the first time was the most amazing thing. Most people take it for granted, and it's just so exciting that I mean I had to wait 4 years to hear it, but I finally get to hear mom, mommy, mom, and maybe too much now, but I still can't get enough of it. And so it's just the little things, and we still, like you said, do intensive therapies, but everything is so much smoother, and she's just all around a much happier child, and that's really, as a parent, all you want in this world is to see your child happy.
Oh, thanks. We just had some music about that. So walk us through what changed with you as a parent, right? So we worked with Brooklyn through care, and now we get to see the entire family,
yes.
right? We get to see four kiddos, Jacqui, her husband, the whole family comes in, they're all under care. What changed with you, and what changed with the way that you look at health and the way that you look at your kids and your family?
As a family, we just approach health with a much more natural mindset. And when I grew up, I just thought all the time that, when you get sick, you take medicine. Now when we get sick, we get adjusted. And honestly, we are so much healthier. I mean, we've been fighting the flu, as most people have recently, but I mean, my child, he was sick for maybe 1 day instead of being down for 3 weeks, like some people, and we come get adjusted maybe more than once a week to get our bodies going, take some supplements, but we have been substantially healthier. I have not been sick all year, and I used to get sick every month. Since I started getting adjusted, I have not been sick at all, basically, which is a godsend when you're a parent, because you don't get sick time.
Parents don't quite get to take the time off, right?
No, they don't get to just rest and have sick time and be catered to like the babies. So we just, a much more natural approach, and it has changed our lives.
What would you tell a parent that maybe they're sitting there, they're watching this video, maybe you're out there and you're going, I feel like where Jacqui was 2 years ago. I feel like we've lost hope, we've lost any sense of thinking that there's a light at the end of this tunnel to get through. What would you tell a mom that's in your shoes?
I would tell a mom to come see us, honestly. I mean, especially if you are in my position where you are dealing with a child with sensory issues and you've tried everything and you're sick of drugging your child, or you're sick of doing all that stuff, I would say just give it a chance. There's nothing to lose, but there's everything to gain.
We always just say, come get checked. Come, start the conversation and find out if we're a great fit. We always start with a set of neurological scans to find out, what kind of stress is locked in the nervous system, which controls and coordinates everything in your body and their entire body. What's interfering with their ability to process what's happening around them and coordinate and respond. So we always just say, just come get checked. And one other thing that I wanted Jacqui to touch base on this morning, what would you say to a new mom, or maybe a first time pregnancy, as they start to work through, that journey of healthcare through a pregnancy? Because you have two very, very different pregnancies, two very, very different outcomes, and now two very, very different health trajectories of kids. So talk us through that.
To a new mom, I would just say be patient with yourself. Everybody makes mistakes, but also come get checked. I mean, the doctors here are so kind, so compassionate, so patient, so wonderful, so educated. They just are so helpful and can help you along this journey. My second journey of being pregnant, being adjusted from basically the second I found out on, it was a completely different pregnancy, and I experienced so much more joy and happiness, and I wasn't stuck with pain and agony, and everything since has been just so wonderful. I just can't say enough amazing things about what it is to have chiropractic in your life.
So come get checked, right?
Yes.
Call us. I mean, even if you have questions, put a question down in the messages underneath this. Send us a message right on Facebook. Like, we want to be here. We want to have you as a part of our tribe, right? We call it our tribe. It's our community. Because that's really the way we feel about it. It's almost like when you get your first adjustment here, you get a hug and we say welcome to the family, because we really feel that way. One more thing, like some of you, if you're already practice members at our office, you get to see Jacqui on a daily basis now, because not only is she a rock star mom that has completely changed the health trajectory of her family and is really taking charge of how to work with and work through autism and that whole journey and that whole new roadmap that you get to go through. But she's also works with us now. When we expanded last summer, we brought on 2 amazing moms from our community to come and help us out, because there's no greater people to have on your team than the people who have been through it and are raving fans of the experience. So you get to see her, and she'll answer a lot of your questions. So if you call, there's a good chance you'll get to call and chat with Jacqui directly, and she can be a resource for you too. I know.
Absolutely.
One thing she loves doing is sharing her story and helping moms find that hope again.
Find hope. Absolutely.
Any other closing things to say to all the moms out there?
Just come get checked and join our family. This is the best place you could be, and once you come in, you'll totally understand what I mean.
Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to share this, and again, reach out if you resonate with what we're talking about. Start the conversation. We're here to help. We're here to walk you through every step of the way. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon. Bye.